Okay. Do you wanna? Or I'll just send it. Okay. Okay. All right, so we should be live. I have the list pulled up. Do you have yours pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think out of this group, it's a lot of people that we expect to be, BLT qualifiers. We have like a lot of returning names like Jaren, Cheese is back, Lugia Newmare, Richard Pepper, Halaman.
I think Jackie My Box also played last BLT.
Yeah. Or he did either BLT or TLT, one of the two.
Yeah.
Epic Boost.
Skip can play too.
Yeah, Skip can played PU last time. Trade has been around Tours Room. He didn't play in the last few BLTs, but he did play in TLT 1.
Yeah, he also was my teammate in BLT 3.
Yeah.
I remember.
Poison Adhesive, Attribute, like all these guys have played before. The biggest
Shadow Monster.
Yeah,
updated
Kanto.
Into the double scout.
Updated Kanto actually did play in BLT a long time ago, but he hasn't been playing BLT since like the last one he played was 3 or 2.
I think 2.
2.
Pretty sure he wasn't in 3.
So it's been a while, but quarantine. I think people have a lot of time to be qualifying about now. Also, because a lot of colleges ended, I think, around this time. Mine hasn't, but I know a lot of others did. So could be correlated to that. So we can just go through all the qualifiers and then we can talk about what they individually bring to the table. So top of the list, Jaren. Everybody knows him.
Yeah, he said he's gonna play LC.
Really, he's playing LC?
Yeah. He thinks the tiers are trash.
Well, I mean, I haven't played much of all of UU down. Like UU, RU, NU, I haven't like touched at all. So I have no idea how good they are.
NU seems decent, but I haven't touched RU either.
It'll be interesting because like I don't really know because BLT is supposed to start about when DLC starts. So we've talked about this before, but I think that is going to shake up a lot of things for every single meta. The confirmed Pokemon include stuff like Volcarona and Kingdra, so I don't know how much it'll affect like the lower tiers because like they have to take time to drop, right? But
yeah, I assume a lot of mons in OU right now are gonna drop to UU at least.
But like with Kingdra, if Kingdra comes, then like I bet like Rain is probably going to be like extremely good.
Yeah.
Which is like it's not on the radar at all right now because like not like at all, but like the best Rain sweeper right now is like fucking Mantine. Like come on.
Yeah. And now Kingdra, it's also controversial because of the metronome nerf.
Yeah, and Kingdra is like so much better. It's like not even fucking close. Like
yeah.
If you have Kingdra, then like I'm pretty sure Specs Kingdra probably just like 2-hit KOs Pex in Rain if it's like.
Yeah, I think so too. Most people, I mean, it's arguably Mega Swampert is arguably the best Rain mon. Um, but I also rated Kingdra really, really high in rain. But
Yeah,
there's not many people that used it actually.
like the issue is like there was better mons last gen, but like I also think the overall power level was a little bit higher. It's like yeah, there was like it was hard to fit Kingdra onto Rain before because you wanted it's a lot more of an all-in mon because it doesn't like provide the defensive utility that like say
Yeah,
Swamper or like
or
the other
Tornadus.
yeah or like Manaphy even because like Manaphy can rest on a lot of defensive mons. But like in
Yeah,
terms of just like raw offensive power, it's like pretty much unmatched. Like
yeah. In early SM, like the first quote unquote known rain team was from Charmflash with the Mimikyu and Meglirna, which was like pretty much hyper offense. And then Rain turned into like more into a balanced style with Tornadus and Ferrothorn and Fee.
yeah. So I definitely think that like OU at least will change a lot. Um especially just like the I don't remember everything that's going to be in the new like the first DLC, but I do know at least Volcarona and Kingdra are going to be really big. So those two are probably going to change the meta a lot. I've heard people talking about them wanting to even quick ban Volcarona because like they think it's just like not going to be fair.
Will Landorus drop in the DLC?
Landorus is in the second DLC, so the second
In the
DLC has all
second.
the legendaries and stuff. So like it will
Okay,
be bigger, more
okay.
stuff.
And Chansey comes back in the
Is it the
first
first or the
DLC?
second?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was together with For Corona.
Okay, so Chansey being back is also really big, especially because it does learn teleport.
Yeah.
But Wish and teleport are not like compatible on it. Otherwise, that would be like extremely disgusting. um, Wish teleport Chansey would literally be like if you have like a 1 HP mon, it just goes to full no matter what.
Yeah, that's really disgusting.
So Jaren says he wants to play LC. I think LC is probably the tier that will change the least in my. Oh yeah, well, actually, let's see if I can find DLC Sword and Shield. I think it's Isle of Armor, right? Let's see if I can find the list because it actually does matter a lot which mons are coming back in the first one because LC is probably the one that's least prone to change, I feel like. So
Yeah, I mean, even now it's not that big of a difference to SMLC. Like I
okay.
haven't played any LC, but it looks like the standard mons are still there, like Timber and
Yeah,
um,
so like the biggest change or like there's a few big changes. Like for example, there's no Mian Fu. I think it's like the biggest
yeah,
mon that's not there,
yeah.
but like a lot of the mons are similar. You still have like a kind of similar overall style, except right now I like right now it looks really bad because LC is like really heavily invested in Sun right now. So like almost like
Hmm.
50% of teams are running manual Sun right now, like
That's
from
crazy.
LCPL, because like Bulbasaur and Charmander are like so insane Sun abusers that and like the tier can't really handle them. Um, so like that's like the biggest mon or biggest change between SM and S Sword and Shield, but like before like the big sun or before like Bulbasaur dropped, it was like basically a very similar tier.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so I'm looking at least through the confirmed mons. Magnemite is the only one that's going to be like a huge impact mon in LC. Everything else is like has never been good in LC. Or
All
I
right.
should say that like it won't be good because in SM it was not good, and like Fletchling won't be good because of the Gale Wings nerf, and like Larvesta won't be like that good because it's just not that good.
So Magnuson also drops.
So Magnezone drops, but it's actually it probably won't be a big deal because no hidden power means it can't like trap Ferrothorn.
Yeah, but trapping Corviknight is pretty big.
Yeah, but like I think it could have a niche in OU, but I think more than likely it's probably going to drop to UU, and it'll probably be a UU mainstay because, like, I think in UU it will be a lot more impactful because you don't have to run like the trapping set. You can just run like Specs Analytic or something.
Yeah, it's actually really powerful.
Yeah. So yeah, the 4 big mons I think, or no, the 5 ones to look out for are like Chansey / Blissey, Volcarona, Kingdra, Azumarill, and Magnezone and Slowbro, so 6.
Our Slowbro is gonna be big too.
I think there currently isn't very much like Slowbro. I think will introduce a lot of stuff that will be like pretty big for OU because like I think OU is still missing a lot of pieces towards being like kind of a complete or like the same tier it was last in Gen 7, I think. Because like I think it's still missing like a lot of the most powerful mons that were like in OU last gen. Like there's no like Greninja, there's no like Magearna or like Manaphy. A lot of those like really powerful top tier mons are like not in OU this gen.
Yeah, like right now nothing could really break Slowbro. You can switch it into almost anything and just teleport out and just get a region boost heal.
Yeah, so I think it'll be really big. We'll see how the meta changes because this is not like the full list of mons. Oh, also I think Talonflame could be interesting, but I don't know if it would be good enough in OU. But anyway, I don't know if this is this is probably not the full list. I think they said there's going to be 100 Pokemon coming back, and this is only a list of like 40 or something. But we'll see what the rest of the mons are. But I think LC is probably the one least prone to change, other than maybe like NU because it doesn't drop. Like the drops don't happen during BLT's time. Cheese is also back. I've been talking with him. He's like playing more doubles or like been playing more mons recently than in the past few years. So,
but I assume still only doubles.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see how he does. Richard Pepper, do you know what he plays this gen?
No idea.
We'll see. Lugia Numere also formerly played Argue in last BLT.
Yeah, I think so. For the Heatrons?
Yeah, I think so.
Remember correctly.
Jack in my box
played LC, I think.
Yeah, he played LC. I don't remember for what team, but he played LC, I'm pretty sure. Irv Kurgel, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, same.
Alu Pariza. That name sounds familiar. I think it's like a Tours Plaza regular.
I don't know
either. So we'll have to see. I think out of this guaranteed pool, I don't know how much these players will add. Like, if managers will want to pursue like Jaren or Cheese because they're probably one of the like better players within this guaranteed pool. I think it'll be a challenge for managers to see like within the guaranteed pool, how much money do you want to be spending on the players that are in there, and like what players do you think are like actually worth that money? Because generally in drafts, especially in BLT, I've noticed in the past few years, like the players at the front will almost always get overvalued. Like players that get drafted like very early in the draft will be like much have inflated value.
I can see more of an approach to 3K and 5K buys this time around because we have to draft the guaranteed ones first, right?
Yeah, you have to go for the guaranteed ones first. So I think it'll be tough to balance because like a lot of people when they have a lot of money will be more willing to spend that money like without really like planning ahead, being like, okay, how much do I have to like budget out for like this other player or this other tier
Mm,
that I really like need a piece for. So I think it's going to be tough, especially with like the way the format is like structured, so that you have to pick up like 4 players in the first like the first guaranteed part.
yeah.
And you obviously like it's a balance because you can't just like pick up 4 slots which are just like bad, right? Like you can't just spend 12k buying like 4 players that are just 3ks and then they just
Yeah.
lose every single week. Like,
Yeah. Well, you can if you
well, I mean you can, but
if you're
like
brave.
so moving into the non-guaranteed qualifiers, Skipcan kind of stands out to me. He was supposed to be one of the better PU players last time, right? And I think he
Yeah,
finished
PU.
like pretty well. I don't remember his exact record, but I do remember a lot of people were like praising him before the draft.
Mm. Yeah, but I don't remember his record either.
And I think Attribute is going to be. Wait, didn't Attribute already qualify? Or
Really?
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
think so.
I might just be misremembering things, but he's probably going to be big. Trade, I don't know how much he's kept up with Mons, but I think fundamentally he is a very good player. Shadow Monster is probably going to be one of the best doubles players, and funnily enough, I think doubles is actually going to be, like for the first time in BLT, actually like a really contested tier because,
Yeah.
if SMB plays doubles, if I play doubles, if Shadow Monster, Cheese, Mishimono, like that's at least 5 players that are all like good, like actually play doubles. I mean, good.
Yeah.
And then TTT is that'd be 6. So
It's actually already a high amount.
yeah.
6
So
high quality doubles players.
it will be interesting to see because I don't know if all 6 of those people will actually be playing doubles. I think like Cheese, Mishimono, and like Shadow Monster don't really play other tiers, so they probably will have to play doubles. But like SMB for sure can definitely play other stuff. I can play other stuff for sure. So we'll have to see like how things like pan out, but it will be interesting.
Yeah.
Updated Kanto is probably he might be like the biggest prize in one of the biggest prizes, at least. Like I would say he's probably like the top 5 player going into the draft.
Yeah, for sure.
With like him, like Ham, Frisso, SMB, like those 4 are probably the ones that like stand out to me.
Especially if you consider like tiebreakers, you would love to have updated Kanto on your team.
Yeah, I think when you consider tiebreakers, like having the like updated Kanto is probably the best OU player. Or at least like him and Ham are probably like the 2 best.
I think Friso is the best. Honest.
Okay, so whatever, top 3.
Yeah.
But I would say like between those 3, like having the best like contention for the best OU player is so valuable, especially in like playoff scenarios and tie-breaking scenarios, because like a lot of the last few BLTs has come down to like tiebreakers in important moments and having like better tie-breaking like lineups.
Yeah.
And then TTTX, also amazing doubles player. Actually, is he managing this year or no?
I don't think. Oh, he is managing with Welsh Wall, right?
Is he? Let me check. Yeah, he is. So he's going to be guaranteed for that, the Swampbirds. And then Roginold, I don't know what he's going to be playing, but he's been a pretty big part of Tour's Room in the last few events as well.
Yeah, he's like just overall solid in every tier, I think.
Yeah. And then we have a pretty big name in LC as well. And
yeah, don't forget Dan the Man 4-0 for the Alakis hands in Ubers.
Sorry, who were his opponents again? Could you remind me?
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, so I think BLT has always been like good about attracting LC players, so would be surprised if we don't get like a strong LC pool again. I think the hardest part about this BLT will be coming down to drafting the good UU, RU, NU slots, especially RU and NU slots, because I think. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't even know anybody who plays RU. Like,
Same. And it's gonna change again anyway. So like, there's no really RU players in the pool.
yeah, so like I have no idea what RU even like what even is RU? Like I've watched like 2 games of RU and I'm like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, same.
So I mean we'll see what happens, I guess, but I mean I think all the managers will have to do some research if they want to be able to get the high value picks for those lower tiers, especially. Like the difference is like between like for like mono, LC, and doubles, like the players within those communities will like always stay the same, like generation to generation. But like, and then like OU as well. But like it's much harder to guess for like UU, RU, NU because like people who are like less invested in the community, other than like like the tier leaders and like top players maybe, but like a lot of like the mid-level players like can shift around between tiers between generations because they like prefer different play styles or whatever. So we'll see, I guess. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not really.
So, okay. I guess apologies for it being like 4 days later than when the cycle ended, but we'll try to get the next one out on a timely basis. So thank you guys for watching.
Too.
Yeah, so next time, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about just the qualifiers?
Maybe like the whole pool. I don't know. That's gonna be a longest video.
Yeah, so we could just talk about like we can prepare like a tier list or something.
Yeah.
If you want, and then we can just talk about a tier list.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Okay, so we'll do that next time. We'll go through a tier list of all of the qualifiers, and then that'll be in preparation for the draft. So that'll be before the draft, and then we'll probably do one after the draft too.
Yeah, let's see.
We'll see. We'll see. That might be a little difficult, but all right. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next 2 weeks.